This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/awesomecast. It's time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to get geeky with everybody tonight. We have a fun group with us. We got the core group with us. Everybody's here. First of all, just in from whatever big technological emergency at Big Bank International, Esquire. He's a gadget guru over there. John Chichilla. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. You came out unscathed today, I understand?
So far.
Oh, good. It's one of those kind of deals.
I'll fill you in on that story later.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And we got like a, hey, stuff's up. I might not, we'll see what's happening.
I might not be on the show.
Emergency. Big Bank International things happening. So, but I get it. You know, stuff happens. You know, we all have those. But
I was able to get here, which is what's important.
Missy woke up last week to, like, I think it was a Monday morning to, like, one of our clients' websites weren't up. And we were like, what's going on? We are like promoting something right now. So, yeah, no, it happens to all of us for sure. And also back in the studio for her once a month appearance. Katie Dudders is with us.
My cameo appearance. What's up?
You've been on other podcasts. You were just on, you returned to the Fishing Without Bait show today.
Yes, I did. I recorded that last night with Jim, and we talked about kind of the coming back from the cancer thing and life after cancer and attempt to become normal again.
No, it was funny. For part one of that is dropped today. We'll do part two of that next week. And we have actually some pretty exciting guests coming up here for the next month that we're recording next week. So a lot of fun stuff having fishingwithoutbait.com if anyone wants to check that out too. But, of course, if you want to check out more of what we're doing here at the AwesomeCast, if you're first time joining us, hit us up at awesomecast.com. Email us at awesomecast@sorgatronmedia.com if you would like. Tweet us at AwesomeCast, and also we're on the Facebook page. There's a great group over there where a lot of discussion and stories are shared throughout the week. Also, hit us up on the AwesomeCast Discord. That's linked on our website, as well as the Reddit page for the AwesomeCast. If you want to share it in there or any stories or conversation in there, please welcome to join us. And, of course, please subscribe, rate us on your favorite podcast app, and watch the video versions. We do go live here, and those videos will stay up on our AwesomeCast Facebook page, YouTube, as well as over on the Twitter and on the Sorgatron Media Twitch page as well. And we are keeping an eye out for that and responding to you. I got all the chat rooms up with us right now. So if you are looking at one of those other ones, but of course a lot of people are in our Facebook too. So give a shout out to our friends at postindustrial.com. They're definitely sharing the love for the AwesomeCast and also sharing the love of our friends on the Patreon, patreon.com/awesomecast. We throw some extra clips up there once in a while, and you get all of the latest of what's going on with the AwesomeCast. At the Coffee Club level, our friends Matt Weller, John DeGore, John Carmen, Cynthia Klosky, Scott McTaggart, and Mike Pound. And at the Fan of the Show level, our friends Michael Fedor, Professor Buzzkill, and Dave Ponner, who Dave Ponner just popped up and saying hello, awesome people in the Facebook chat room. So how's it going over there? Thank you for joining us, everybody, tonight. So let's get into our awesome things of the week. And we got a lot of fun ones here tonight, actually. First of all, let's start with a little show and tell. Katie, what is your awesome thing?
I have to move all my stuff out of the way.
Oh,
my awesome thing of the week.
Oh.
Hold on. It's dramatic.
Oh,
let's see if I can do it on the
bring it
screen.
around. I should have given
wait,
you a
no.
I guess I should have given you a wider shot, huh?
That's all right. We're
Hold on,
gonna
bring
make
it
it
in.
work.
Oh,
It's Fireball Island.
Island. I didn't realize how big that thing is. Seeing on the
big.
commercial all these years, I've never seen Fireball Island in person.
This
I
is
gotta admit.
Fireball Island. Oof.
Oh man,
the OG Fireball Island.
I'm sure this was on everybody's Christmas list growing up.
1999.
Is this in the
at Toys R Us.
box?
Yeah, in the box.
In the box.
What's it made out of? Because you're throwing it or like you're lifting it like it's just.
It's a
Air.
vacuum form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's printed vacuum form.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy here. Yeah, so that is the box.
So
There's the board
is,
game.
is that plastic or is that like a?
It's like a plasticky thing.
Okay.
It's like a thin
okay.
plastic.
All right.
Yeah, see, very.
So this is a terraformed like topographical map of
Yes.
sorts, and
Fireball Island.
is it like a ball comes out of the volcano or something, right? Is that the deal with
Like,
this
you
one?
see, if you're not watching this, it's me like this. My arm is as long as this box, and I'm reaching down into the box with the. Okay, because I definitely could not remember how to play. I was very grateful for that. The cards are like double the next roll, fireball where you can launch a fireball at your opponent, the talisman to like block the fireball. They're all here, and
We're playing the commercial right now off of YouTube, so if you want to see it a little bit in action, I love the commercials, like the kids in costumes and everything for this thing. Like how much went into like commercials like this and the practical effects they'd have to do. Although the giant fireball going through,
knocking down the bridge. I think that was one of the best parts.
yes. So this is something. So was this a rediscovery? Like, did you find this like in back at the house, or did you
Mama
have to buy
Dudders'
it?
house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mama Dudders' house. I
Oh,
forgot
man.
about it. And I remembered we had it, and I've been meaning to look for it, and I found it, and like there's my little Joel, and there's my guy. I don't know if you can see the boop boop and the little fireball. There it is, a marble size.
That was the heyday of board games, wasn't it? Where they had like the mouse. Yeah, I know Mousetrap is from like the 60s or 70s. I just watched a Defunctland on it, or no, Toy Galaxy on it. I think it was. But like that kind of like mechanism, gimmicky board game kind of situation.
Yes,
right?
we liked movement. We like to put things together.
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
knock them down.
Well,
At least with Fireball Island.
A little different than Monopoly, right? So,
Yes.
Yes. So you played a game of this?
Yes, and I lost every game we played. Detailed maps, these are amazingly detailed maps inside here. I didn't even know, I couldn't even remember that they were all called different trails and things, and it's great. Like, these are great to even look at. Like, the book is the best. Like, copyright 1986, Milton Bradley.
Now it would be just a QR code with, scan this to get the instructions.
Man, you're making me want. I got that itch to get all those board games out again, because we used to do the board game night here
So I'm just gonna hold it up the rest of the
before
show.
COVID. You should just prop it up behind you, actually,
Yeah.
on the table there.
Ooh, yeah, I'll put it back in the box and pop it up behind my head, and
Yeah.
think about Fireball Island the rest of the show.
Oh man, I really think when we come back from these mad trips here coming up here through June, I think I want to, at least in the summer, do a board game night again. We have so much room for
Yes.
activities here, so we might as well, right?
I can go home and see what other board games I got.
Yeah, I mean, we got all the stuff in the back. I'll go dust off a VCR and we can play some, what was that, Hallway of Horrors or something that we were looking at, and the WrestleMania VCR game.
I have the college football VCR game. I forgot we had
College
that.
football.
Yeah,
I
we
think
have that
that's
one.
the same company. It was an
Yep.
Acclaim one, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, because I did play the WrestleMania VCR game with Keith Hott, a professional wrestler, and it's hilarious because she's
Try it. Huge box.
she's getting it. Just put it on the table behind you.
Oh, there's a
like
table.
to your other side.
Oh man, there's.
Yeah, where Optimus is on.
Oh, that's right. I could
Yeah.
do that. Oh, I
Yeah, there you
forgot
go.
it was there.
You should just put it on the edge, and it'll be right behind you. We'll just leave it on her struggling with the situation.
I know, this is amazing.
But
This
oh,
table.
that's the
It's
end of the
too big
table.
for the
That's the
table.
end of the table. There it is. Okay, there you go. That's some product placement right there.
Fireball Island.
That's great. That's amazing.
Let's see how much money offers I get throughout the show or after the show
Who
goes
wants
up.
who wants a nearly complete Fireball Island set? Holy
Yeah,
crap!
missing
Jeez.
2 pieces out of that whole thing, and 2 of the easiest pieces. I'm missing 1 fireball and the little talisman.
Yes.
That's it. And like we
And
could 3D print one of those, and the other one you could
print them.
Yeah.
Well, remind me when I want to get to another 3D print story here late in the show if we have
Ooh.
time. So let's go from that to, because now we know where we do board game night. Fireball Island is definitely coming by, right? So I go, what if we do when we do our board game nights? It should be featuring and say, listen,
Ooh.
we're going to we'll set up the stream like we do with we'll do like we do with the Dungeons and Dragons wrestlers that we've been doing, and we'll set up a stream for like one kind of core, like this is the main event of the thing. But if you want to come and just play whatever the hell board game, like, at a different table or something, like just come hang out. And then, that becomes like this, this whole thing. There's people playing board games while we're working on this board game. And, that could be our Twitch stream or something, right? So there you go. Coming this July. We'll look at.
I've got glow in the dark Domino Rally too. I saw that one.
I don't think that's going to be too photogenic, but.
Oh, no. But we can play in the dark.
Yes.
Board games after dark.
There you go. Oh, thank you for giving. That brings it back so many memories. Chilla, was Fireball Island on your Christmas list back in the day?
I don't think it was. Honestly, like I'm trying to remember, like Battleship. The electronic Battleship was a big one. We always played Monopoly, but we already had that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the one game I remember being like the big electronic Battleship.
Awesome.
Which was like interesting to set up because you had to use like this weird. It had these sliders that you pushed. Like there was the letter slider and the number slider, and there was fire, and like there was this weird. You had to use the book to set up where the ships were. Mm-hmm. So it knew if you had a hit or a miss versus just yelling over the.
I can tell you, I had the Radio Shack version of the electronic Battleship. It was like, Battle Command or something. I think it's in the back, actually. And never figured out how to do the electronic part of it, to be quite honest, at all. So, but anyways, so my awesome thing is a nice throwback here. Because there was an announcement. It was actually at the PlayStation event, but this is going to be for every console more or less. But they did announce the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection that's going to be coming out. It's going to be a $40 collection coming. It's all of the 8-bit and 16-bit games. So, everything from like the arcade, and including the arcade games as well, actually. So everything that's been in like the arcade, like the Konami stuff, right? Arcade, NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis. Includes Hyperstone Heist. Includes all the NES games. Includes both Turtles of Time, the arcade, and Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. Ninja Turtles arcade game. All the Game Boy games are a part of this. All 3 versions of Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters are a part of this game.
Whoa.
You have my attention. It is something like, how many games was it total? It's like 16 games, 12 games, something like that. I think it's 13 games actually altogether. 13 games. So this will be in my collection for my Xbox most likely. I don't care if it's $40 for games that are 20 or 30 years old. 30 years old. No, definitely 30 years old for the most part. But I also do have a few of these games on cartridge as well. But, it's nice to have a nice collection like that on the newer platforms. So I'm really excited, especially some of the Game Boy games, because I never got to play some of the Game Boy games. I think I've grabbed some emulators at some point. I remember playing Fall of the Foot Clan, but I have a feeling I borrowed it from somebody or something like that. So, but no, really, really looking forward. It's going to be on PlayStation 4 and 5, Switch, Windows, via Steam, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, because I know you're going to use all that power on an Xbox Series X, right, Chilla? With this one.
Yeah. I like how for the old 4x3 they kind of give a nice border to make it look
these have been really good with this. Really good. I have the Contra collection, and it's really nice. I love that one because it's got the I think it's the England versions of the games where they turn everything into robots, and they're called like Xenobots or something like that. That was kind of fun. So again, like Japanese versions and then the arcade versions, like it was a pretty extensive collection which makes me want to kind of grab the Castlevania one as well, right? So one I think I got on Black Friday for like almost nothing, but there was a lot of it was a lot of fun there. So and also I love throwing on a new console, something like the Xbox. I know it's going to work from like probably mostly here on out, right? So awesome. Chilla, what's your awesome thing of the week? Another little gameness, right?
Another little game. So if you've played Wordle, you're familiar with and there's like 52 million versions of Wordle. I think there's like a Nerdle, which is like 9 words. You get more tries. For those of you, are there people out there that don't know what Wordle is? It's a game where you have 6 tries to guess a 5-letter word. It will tell you which letters in the right place, or which letters right and not in the right place, and which letters right and in the correct place. This is called Hurdle. Hurdle gives you like it gives you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tries, much like Wordle, but you get sound clips. Like you get a second to start, and then it will give you another second, and then it'll give you like 2 more seconds. Like it'll keep giving you more time as you try to figure out what the song is. I find it totally fun, just to try to figure out if you can guess what the song is. And like you have those moments where you're like, I have no clue what this is. I'm just going to type something in random, or I'm going to hit skip, because you can hit skip.
I can't stop it. I can't stop it. I pulled it up on the iPhone so I could like hear the music. And by the way, I got it on my first try.
Nice.
So yeah.
I thought today's was easy.
Today, if you're our age, today's was probably pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's interesting because they obviously only have access to so much music. So you can type in, like, you can start typing the artist, or you can start typing the title, and it will start to pre-fill what you have to select from. I mean, I haven't tried going alphabetically.
It is interesting because like if I typed in Green Day, looking for this. That's not what today's is, by the way. And like American Idiot's like the only thing it has up here, so that's in its long list or something, right? So like it's not gonna be like the entire Green Day album or something like that. So
yeah, but I mean, you figure you get 1 song per day, so I'm sure they can go pretty long on the archive there. They do have access to. Totally fun to play. You win bragging rights, much like in Wordle. The only thing I wish they did, they kind of give you a little bar to show you like where you skipped, where you tried, but they don't make it as easy to copy and paste into Twitter from what I saw. But totally fun game. Give it a try. Hurdle, HEARDLE.app.
There you go. We'll have the link, of course, in the show notes for this show, whether in the video that you're seeing here or over on AwesomeCast.com. That's cool. I like that. It's something a little different because I got kind of worn out from Wordle, to be quite honest. Like I just kind of, just after a while, it just kind of waned on me a little bit. So, but still looking for, that's going to be, we're going to install that on the front page of my phone here and see where this goes. Oh, I have no room left on my front page. Oh, well. I got to do that in, hold on. Do I have to do that on, nope, I'm in the wrong thing. So I think to do the web app thing on the page, you have to do it in Safari, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you hit the share and you say.
I'll play with that later. Oh, and you can pull the song up on SoundCloud afterwards, huh? That's fun. I'm trying not to show it because I don't want to spoil anybody who might be watching live. So, okay. Anyways, that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. Oh, no, what'd I do? Oh, I turned it up, and now I turned up our video. Brian Crawford saying in the chat, first he says, make an AwesomeCast the board game. Actually, somebody did make a Wrestling Mayhem Show board game. Mike, there's one of those custom Monopoly things, and he made an extensive like Wrestling Mayhem Show thing. So that's one we should probably do on stream, especially since it's from Wrestling Mayhem Show like 10 years ago. Ooh. So I don't know if anybody's going to get the references. But he's also said he's considering buying a console just for this Ninja Turtles game. Well, thankfully, you can probably buy one of the cheaper ones. So, in order to do something like that. So, no, that'd be great. That'd be good. And, just being able to like grab a Switch or something and you grab all the Ninja Turtle Contras and Castlevanias, like that's a lot, right? So, I did get a friend addicted to, as an aside, I think I talked about it a while ago. Have I talked about Ant Stream on here, Chilla? I feel like I brought it up.
So
It's an app. You can just go to the website and play stuff. It's like GeForce Now and it's like Xbox Cloud, that you can play the games through cloud streaming, but all the games are old classic arcade and console games. Like stuff like Mortal Kombat's on there, Gauntlet's on there, things like that. So I did show it to a friend, like it was the Earthworm Jim, Galaga, Pac-Man, a lot of Namco, a lot of that kind of stuff. And they have like leaderboards and SNK Neo Geo stuff and all that kind of stuff. If you have Android, you can kind of download and play it. The app there, there's no, to my awareness, there's no web version for iOS. But if you have like, I discovered this on my Google TV. Actually, and I haven't tried it on any other platform, but I understand like my friend that I showed this to, who every time he come over, he'd want to play, like I have, the Midway classic games kind of thing, and we'd pull that up, or my Retro Pi or something like that, because he'd always want to just play older games because that's just what he's into. So, and he keeps telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I'm playing Burger Time. I've been playing this game. I've been playing this game. So I'm like, oh, cool. That's awesome. And it's all free. I think you buy, bits or coins or gems or something, and I think you need them to get into like the tournaments probably, because there are live leaderboards, and I think they do tournaments for maybe prizes or something like that. And it says it's for Windows, Mac, Android, Linux, Amazon Fire, and NVIDIA Shield. So go check that out. It's antstream.com. Ant like the little bug. So worthwhile if you're into that, and you don't need to buy anything. It's on about everything. I would potentially even try this in the web browser on an Xbox One. I think it would work okay.
That would be interesting.
I mean, because the NVIDIA GeForce Now works on the browser on my Xbox One, so why not? So, anyways. Well, I'm going to give a shout out to our friends at Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcast with the perfect pepperoni pizza, New York City style. Yins are made, 4 locations: Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and the North Hills. Our good friends that have been supporting us for so long, and we really do appreciate them for doing that. Go check them out, sliceonbroadway.com. So let's get into the back of the book here on the stories. I'm going to skip ahead past video games, because I want to jump straight to where is it? Not the 3D story that I wanted to talk about. Kawasaki. Katie saw this today. Made. Hold on, I want to load the full visual before I say what this is. Kawasaki made a rideable robotic goat. There it is, Trilla. You know you want one.
I like it. So. Like, is it? I'm very interested. Do they have a video? Because if you notice, it looks like the knees are wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Can it get like a running start and then like flip to its knees and just skate?
Very interestingly, there is a video, but it says it's not loading because of my privacy on here. I don't know why that is, so I'm going to try to load this somewhere else and see if that changes things.
You're secure against electronic goat videos.
Yeah, it says contest not available to your privacy. Update the settings here, then reload the page. So now we'll turn that off, and we'll reload this page, because I know there's a video when I looked at this earlier. No, it's still saying content not available. I'll try this on a different thing. But generally, this thing, it's what's up?
I have it up, and I was just looking at it with the lights in the beginning. There's like lights that run up its neck. Oh, and then he starts. I was like little. I don't know if you can see it on my laptop, but he's like little teeny legs. And he's going.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just hold that up. That's actually working pretty well.
Oh
wow.
Sees the legs.
What is it? Yeah, it just kind of prancing, not prancing, but it's just kind of stepping a little bit. But It can carry approximately 220 pounds. Keep holding that up while I'm reading the information.
Sure, why not?
It carry approximately 220 pounds of cargo in addition to transporting construction material and the like. Kawasaki envisions it carrying out remote industrial site inspections, much like Spot is already doing at the Hyundai factories in Korea. The robot dog, right? Yeah. So they decided to build a robot that could both move quickly across level ground and navigate tricky terrain. So there you go. So it's functional. And we just decided to make it look like a goat, right?
Oh, Chilla, he does go on the wheels.
He does go on the wheels?
He does.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Where are
drop
the
down,
things
scoot,
hanging
scoot.
off the sides?
I think that's where maybe you put your feet. Let me look. There's a person riding it
No, that's
later.
way too wide. I mean,
No, it's not. Oh, she's riding it. Look at her go. Look, I'm like, wee, she got a helmet on. She's being
Look
safe.
at her go.
Oh, maybe it helps balance it when
boop,
it
boop, boop.
kneels down.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm trying different browsers, see if I can load this up here natively.
Anti-tipping device.
Mm.
I'm glad she's being safe with her helmet.
Oh, yeah, I can show it here. Okay. We're in luck. We're in luck. Oh, there's like 4 minutes of this goat situation.
And then she drops.
Did they tell him it was going to be a goat before they opened the door? That's what I want to know. I just see them open the door and there's this goat and everybody's like, "What the bleep?"
Well, it looks like they're at some kind of conference.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, actually, it looks like it's their show. Like it looks like they're in the.
At the International Robot Exhibition in Tokyo.
Oh, there you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Its
then.
name is Bex.
Yes, BEX. It is modeled the Ibex. The IBEX is a species of wild goat that's native to parts of Eurasia and Africa. So so it's not terribly creepy when it's out there and about. I love it's got handlebars.
With the person riding it, I mean, when it's zooming around on the wheels, it looks like it can go relatively quickly.
I didn't see the wheels yet. Where is
There
that
you
at? Is that at the beginning of this? Oh, there's it popping up. Oh, there
But,
goes.
like,
There it goes on the wheels. Okay.
I feel like prancing around, it's extremely slow.
But the whole point is that it's able to, step over certain terrain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you want to do that, and I think it does demonstrate that here in a moment when we look at this thing. So, there you go. It's a goat. It's a robo goat. Because why not? March of the robo goats. So every time I see something
Robo-Goat
like
uprising.
that, every time I see something like that, I think about the Black Mirror episode where everybody's getting hunted by the robot dogs. That seem freaking real. All right, let's bring it back around. Do you want to talk TV or video games, guys? Actually, no. Let's not even do that since we're kind of still doing the throwback with Fireball Island inspired. Katie, you like old media.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite things.
How about CD sales rose for the first time in 7 years or 17 years?
Oh, really?
I was wondering, did they say why? Like, what? Did they say what spawned that?
They made almost as much from CDs and as digital downloads in 2021. They grew to $584 million in 2021. That marked the first annual increase. The RAA notes that many record stores opened back up and artists sold music at shows again after COVID-19 put things on hold in 2020. So I think it's just everybody's return to stores and concerts.
Sam Goody.
Yeah, Sam Goody. The three that are out there still, right? So
Where do you get a CD these days? Target.
There's a short there's a short row of CDs at the Target I was at the other day. So I was like,
There's as
look
many
at this.
records at Target as
Oh
there are
yeah,
CDs,
vinyl
I
is
think.
crazy. Vinyl is crazy. For the first time, vinyl sales have reached the milestone. A milestone of $1 billion. That rose by 61% in 2021. First time they reached that milestone since 1986. And other formats, physical music cost totaled $1.66 billion in the U.S. last year. They note that only major recorded music format to see revenue decline last year was digital downloads. That dropped 12% to $587 million. Only 3 million more than CD revenue for 2021. But you also got to think, like, the digital, are we talking about digital purchases or are we talking about like the streaming as a whole, right? Like, is that counted in the bucket? I guess is the question that I have. So, I don't know. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Next paragraph. It's all about stream revenue, which is still soaring. So we're talking about purchases. But I got to see. I mean, I can't imagine digital download purchases are as much. 1986 isn't that long ago. I'm not that old. Well...
It's really funny because when I was up at Mama Dudders' house, when I was looking for Fireball Island, I came across one of my brother's CDs. It's Smashing Pumpkins, the Machina CD, and I was in a Smashing Pumpkins mood last week, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take the CD and listen to it, and I forgot it's autographed by the 3 members at the time of Smashing Pumpkins. So instead of like taking the time to digitally download or look up, whatever on any sort of streaming music platform I have, I was listening to the CD. And it was autographed, so it was, I was super cool.
I'm like thinking, where can I throw something in? I picked up because it was only like $25 the entirety of the first run Ninja Turtles cartoon. Ooh. And it's like 25 DVDs or something like that in this case. And I realized then, I was like, this will be a perfect thing when I get sick. Then I got sick, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't have a DVD player up here. So
I don't want to get up. I'm sick. I'm in bed. I don't want to get up and constantly.
Yeah, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up every 2 hours to flip a disc, right? So I don't think they're flipped. I don't think they did double-sided, but still to like put the next DVD in, right? Versus I can just like let it stream into the next Marvel movie. So, because you want something comfortable. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I mean, I have them. I have the entire season now, so that's nice. Whenever I want to watch it. Plus, I don't think I saw those last few seasons. I really don't think I did. So, and I know there was a season that Ninja Turtles did a weird thing where they split their syndicated, where like there was an entire season that didn't get syndicated to me, but it was still playing. And then we skipped the season and went to whatever was going on when they went to Saturday morning, when they got like on CBS and stuff, right? Like, I'm probably the only one that knows or cares about this, but it still confounds me. Anyways,
did I miss something, or is there something that you can not have to get up to get when you're sick, and it'll be delivered right to your house?
What?
Did we talk about Slice?
Yeah, we did the Slice ad already.
Oh, I blacked out. Sorry.
We blacked out.
He was playing his song game.
Yes.
He was thinking about playing.
So have you heard of the Board Game Olympics? That's actually what I was trying to look up.
No, tell me more.
So this is the problem, because I can't find it, and I've been Googling as much as possible. There is a Board Game Olympics, and it's run by someone in the Pittsburgh area. But I can't figure out. I found the Board Gamer Anonymous podcast, which is run by a guy from Pittsburgh, and it may be tied to that. I will get information for the next show. There is a Board Game Olympics. It takes place, I think, twice a year in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I just have to, and it was hosted actually at the Dormont Rec Center by the Pole this last summer, but I can't find any more information on it.
Okay. Are you sure it's not our friends over at Looking for Group that's running that?
I don't think so.
Tell me more.
I'm looking now too.
Yeah, so the rest of the show is just us looking for the board
game.
Us
searching for the Board Game
Googling.
Olympics, yes. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the AwesomeCast, where we Google things live on the air.
Okay, real quick, before we leave the Ninja Turtles in old media, do you remember when we used to get the VHS tapes with, was it Burger King or McDonald's?
No, Burger King had the Ninja Turtle ones.
Did they? Okay,
sure.
I couldn't remember.
And
but
then
yes.
Pizza Hut had the X-Men ones.
That's right.
And it was single episodes, but there weren't episodes you could get like anywhere, like because there was always like 2 episodes per tape or something like that they do, right? And you're just like, but I do have the stack of tapes that is that entire like first week run of Ninja Turtles, like that pilot, like kind of 5 episodes they did. I got all those, of course. So, and plus, I don't know, 1 or 2 other ones too. So. Yeah, I've been collecting Ninja Turtles on media for a long time.
Who had was it McDonald's? Somebody had it was like a record, but it was almost like a very plasticky record on paper.
So, yes.
Do you remember that?
There's 2 things.
We're all dating ourselves.
Hold on. There's two sides of this. Okay, first of all, because I had both of these. First of all, McDonald's had, I believe, was it the Big Mac song? Do you remember this? They had a song for one of their sandwiches that was all the ingredients. And you got a record of that somebody doing the song, and it was like a plasticky and like, you know, not rigid record that you could play. Because I did this. And if you played the record, like if you got them and you got them for, I don't know, getting a Big Mac or something.
Wasn't it like two
BLT,
ball beef patties, something special sauce?
Yeah. It was something like that, right? But you know, if you got the record, like you may get one that says, "Hey, you're a winner and you won, I don't know, $1,000 or something, or Big Macs for a year or whatever." But there was also one, I believe this was Burger King, had an Alf Happy Meal, and they had a cardboard record you could play. You remember this?
That's the one. It was Alf. That's now I'm around. And it came. You could get like there was like a collectible stuffed animal too. I think that went along with it or something.
Probably.
Yes, that's the one I remember. Is the Alf records.
And I can't remember if it was Alf telling a story or if he was trying to sing or something like that. And 1988, here we go. Alf picture discs from Burger King. I'm pulling it up on eBay. There you go. And this is definitely the one I had.
That's what I remember. It had the tear off thing on the side.
It was the Many Faces of Alf. Melmac Girls, I believe, is the song on this one. And we have like let's see, there's one of him rocking out. I didn't get that one. I think I only got the one. You can get it for $20 over there. Yeah, and you had like you could get a rebate on an Alf plush toy. That's probably how I got my Alf toy. Holy crap.
Oh, there was a whole like
I hope this is somewhere.
activity kit with it.
I am texting this to my mother and ask if she still has this around somewhere. She'll be like, "Do we still have this?" I do have, actually, looks like that. I have a plush Alf that's hanging from the fan. It's the pole for the light of the fan in my home office. I got it not too long ago, I think. But yeah. Oh geez, I'm looking at this, is bringing back so many memories between that. Can I share? Here's another throwback of sorts that I was told. Katie, I think I told you about this last night, or somebody else. I don't know. Yesterday was kind of a blur. I was apparently, if you search on YouTube, you can listen to an Alvin and the Chipmunks album on 16 speed. I wish I got that reaction there. No, slowed down to 16th speed.
Oh, slowed down.
So it's not only slowed down past the chipmunk speed up, but the music is also slowed down, but everything's not even on the same slow thing. So I listened. So I rode with somebody that I haven't ridden with for a while. He's like, "You got to listen to this." He's telling me the entire trip, and on the way back, he's telling me. And of course, this is after like a weekend of doing like production and driving to Indianapolis and everything. And we have like a 3-hour drive back from Columbus after a seminar we were doing. And I was like, "Listen, we need to stop this." Because I am like literally slowing down the car as I'm listening to this, and that's not safe. I don't even know what 76 or something. Whatever goes through Columbus, 70 maybe. And I was like, I listened to like 2 songs. I'm like, we can't do this, but it's on YouTube, which means you can bring up on YouTube Music. But yeah, look to Alvin and the Chipmunks at 16 speed. He says that like you can really feel the pain in some of the songs. So I will leave that to your own time. I will not play it here because I just can't do that. Still in the history, and rolling this back around to what we were talking about with some old school stuff, or 3D printing, I'm sorry, with the old school stuff. I came across this article this week on GhostbustersNews.com, which is something I should probably subscribe to. I know I've seen this before, but they so they specialize. There's a lot of 3D printing going on, and if you're like somebody who had the Firehouse, I have the Firehouse, and you're just like, well, you know, it's got everything in there, but it doesn't have everything. So there's these pieces you can 3D print that extends the bottom of it, so you have a fuller floor to it, so you can actually fit the Ecto 1 in the garage without it hanging out. So that's kind of nice. But also you can get a, a nice rack for your proton packs. And this would fit the proton packs that come with those Kenner figures, right? But there's also apparently proton packs that you can have made that are of a better, more extensive quality than it's going on. And by the way, I also want to notice there's the RC car ghost trap from the new movie they have in the corner here that I just noticed. And even another one, there's a 3D printed full-size ecto containment unit that they're showing off here as well.
That is awesome.
So you can go check that out. It's on the Ghostbuster Gears Patreon page if you want to get into that. So I think the page, when I was skimming it, I do believe it's like you get, I think you get the plans to be able to, create these things on your own in your own 3D printer. Man, yeah, you get the files, you get the assembly instructions, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. And I know a couple go and there's like full proton packs. There's that the ecto containment unit we were talking about. I don't even know what this thing is on the left. So man, might have to hop in on that. I think a 3D printer for the studio would be honestly, because we had a little bit of a mishap with the camera, and I realized it was only like a little piece that we had a problem with. Like I'm starting to think a 3D printer would be functionally needed for some of the stuff we do around here with some of the gadgets and stuff. I mean, how many times, Chilla, you've had like a little piece? I don't know, not you. You don't deal with the same stuff exactly I do. But in a camera, in photography, you too.
But
right?
yeah, but there's so many times where, yes, if I had like that, even like especially on kids' toys, where it's like, if I could only print this little tab that broke in half, like, yes, it would be very, very.
We got very lucky this weekend. We had a mishap at a show, and it was a very expensive camera, and thankfully it was a modular camera of sorts, and the only thing that broke was literally like this plastic piece that was $30 on Amazon. And it's just like, and even if it was like, it was $100 just because this is a very specialized piece or something, I just feel like I'd be able to find a 3D printable version of that pretty easily. If it was something that was a little harder to get. We really lucked out on that one, but we've had other parts, electronics like power supplies and stuff, that we've had huge problems trying to replace on some of these cameras, right? Especially as they get a little bit older and just it's hard to find things. So, but no, I think that becomes like a far more interesting concept there. But
well, and if you're not getting what you want out of it, like I know I can almost guarantee for a fact, like I actually got like a Tony Stark nanotech arc reactor. Lights up and everything. I know someone 3D printed this out of their house and sold it to me for like $25.
Yeah, and that's something it's something you could do,
I
mean, then it becomes a business. It becomes an Etsy situation, doesn't it? If you're interested, I'm trying to remember the name of them. We interviewed when they were at Work Hard, and I know they were in South Hills Village. But now there is right beside where the theater is in the Galleria Mall in Mount Lebanon. There's a now bigger footprint 3D printer. I don't want to call them a store, but storefront. I think they're doing classes and things like that, kind of thing. I'm going to pull that up in a second. The name escapes me. Really cool people down there.
Labs.
Creation Labs. Thank you so much. Go get. I recommend them. It's a really cool crew down there. I've had some chats with them in the past. So if you are interested in 3D printing and you're in the Pittsburgh area, especially in South Hills of Pittsburgh or anything like that, that is definitely somebody I would. They have memberships. It's a makerspace kind of thing. Inviting anyone 8+. Oh, I forgot. I got my bus, guys.
Your bus.
Remember my bus? The bus level. From the Jefferson Hills school. I forgot to bring it in. It's still sitting at home. I'll bring it in for next week. And they got a card in there that says, "We're not done." stay tuned to our website for some more stuff.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
so but it's like an entrepreneur class. Actually, these guys are really cool too because all classes are 1 hour. And $19.95 for members, $39.95 without membership. So if you're into getting into it, we got 3D printer basics, we got laser cutting basics, we got Fusion 360 basics. So everything you'd want to get into, 3D print services, product development, things like that, scan services. So they got a little bit. Yeah, you want to 3D print yourself?
Whoa.
You have an action figure.
There you go. Well, I do. Yes, I do already have an action figure. But if anybody else wants one, I don't know how actiony they'll be. You could create parts. I mean, if you could, like, there's got to be something where you create the part, you create the thing that kind of, like the old He-Man or G.I. Joes, where it kind of, clips it, snaps in kind of thing. But not the rubber band situation like the G.I. Joes necessarily. But you could probably build something around that too.
And I'm guessing that, have you ever seen like some of the LED lighting kits for Legos?
No.
So like if you have like the Hogwarts, what is it? Like the Hogwarts castle or whatever, like the Lego kit, right? Or
like,
if you have
like ground effects for your Legos.
Yeah, but it's way more than that. Trying to find a good example of one. Like if you have the Titanic set, or you have the Millennium Falcon, or you have the Ecto one.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these people that are like custom making Lego add-on kits. That's way more than ground effects. If you go to like Amazon and type in like LED or Lego LED, trying to remember the Tony Stark one had a.
So I just found a website on Google called lightmybricks.com.
Okay.
This looks like it's because there's like here you can get ones for a Lego Mandalorian helmet light kit, a Vespa light kit, Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet light kit. There's a lot of Star Wars on here, but I mean that's where Legos is at, right? So yeah, I guess what they're additional stuff, and they just kind of build them around the sets or something, right? So
yeah, and a lot of them too. It isn't even just the helmets and the bigger. It's like the more intricate, laid up Tony Stark's lab. Like they do some pretty cool stuff, and I'm guessing they're using 3D printers too to build some of the actual replacement block kits, because they look like they're notched to run, because you have to run wire and everything through them. So pretty cool.
Katie. There you go, Katie.
There you go.
There's an ad. Yes, it could be glowing at you. You have a light up lightsaber. There's a BB-8. There's what was that, one of those Jedi temples, right? Darth Vader castle. Okay. There's some Millennium Falcons and Star Destroyers and Death Stars. Oh, cool. Just like the one in Spider-Man.
Village.
Ewok Village. Look at that.
You know, that came out on digital download today.
What?
Spider-Man.
I thought you were going to tell me. I thought you were going to tell me the Ewok movies.
Sorry.
Google TV really wants me to watch the Ewok movies again. By the way, so probably because I watched Spaceballs. I feel like that's the connection point, right? So, obscure space movies from the 80s. Star Wars like, I think, is what that classification was. I was like, I don't know if I'm up for Caravan of Courage, excuse me. So, and of course, I track all those things down on DVD, and they're completely on digital like months later. That's what Disney Plus is for. Speaking of Disney Plus, have you guys heard the news about Discovery?
Oh, yeah.
They are officially going to be closing on the merger any day now, I believe. And along with that, they said as soon as that happens, they're going to begin the migration of Discovery Plus and HBO Max following the Time Warner merger, which will also, I think this will also take them away from AT&T. So they will no longer be an AT&T entity, which is interesting. I know John Oliver was celebrating this of some sort. So he always yells at business daddy AT&T.
So right now, as an HBO subscriber, I get HBO Max,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean I'll now also get Discovery in there?
They have not entirely.
Yeah, they really haven't said.
Yeah. Plus, Discovery is like a $5 subscription versus 15 for HBO
Right.
Max. So.
But I don't. But I get HBO Max for free because I'm an HBO subscriber on
Right.
cable.
Right.
But I can't get Discovery Plus for free as part of
A
my
bundle.
Discovery cable, right? Like I have to pay above, like Paramount or
Yes.
like any of the other ones. Like
Yes.
this is what worries me is like, is HBO going to try to like?
Well, the official
Take
word
that
on
away.
this is, and this is from, I don't know, somebody important. I think this is the Discovery Chief Financial Officer on a panel said one of the most important items here, we believe in a combined product as opposed to a bundle. We believe that the breadth and depth of the content offering is going to be a phenomenal consumer value proposition. I think you're going to just, I don't think you need to worry, Chilla. I think you're going to wake up one day and see a Discovery tab right next to your Cartoon Network tab. Honestly,
Okay.
I really don't think you're not going to pay more. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to be like, I'm going to get Discovery stuff. Cool, you know. I don't even know what that is. I think that's 30 Day Fiance, right? 90 Day Fiance. Is that it? I don't know. Podner has been really excited about this, so I think he said as such on something about that on the post for this. So, anyways, either way. Here's hoping they don't drag HBO down. See, when they did Max, I kept listening to a lot of podcasts that were afraid that all the rest of the content was going to drag HBO down. And I feel like the opposite has happened. There's more. You go there because you want the DC. You go there because you want Friends. Is Friends there?
On HBO Max, yeah.
Yes. You go there because you want your Friends. You go there because you want your Harry Potter eventually when they're not in a deal with Peacock.
Batman.
Right? Batman's there. You know, all the DC. All your Cartoon Network, all your, I don't know what else. So,
They have some original programming
they
there
have
too.
tons of original. I mean, you've seen Peacemaker and stuff like that, right? Raised by Wolves was a Max original. There's been what was the one? There was the one where the girl had the implant in her head and was trying to break up with the guy. That was like an Elon Musk kind of guy. It was the girl that was like the from the spoiler alert end of How I Met Your Mother. You know, there's some good stuff on there they've been doing, plus the movies and everything, right? So, but I don't know, it became another thing. So I can't imagine Discovery kind of bring that down. So many people like clamor for Discovery content, right? So you know, I don't think it's a big deal. For somebody out there is happy, like Dave Ponder. Let's see, Rideable Goats, CD sales. We're getting a lot of these, aren't we? I want to talk about the subscription deal. I haven't even looked at. We'll just stay on this. Chilla, Miss Marvel trailer.
I am super excited.
Katie, did
And
you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming June 8th.
First
I
of-
will. I'm surprised that they. I guess I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised they announced it like this early. I'm surprised they didn't announce this when Moon Knight comes out. But
I think they need something that's the opposite of Moon Knight for people to look forward to. You know what I mean? Because Moon Knight's so dark. You know, for
yeah, but we have
Disney
Obi-Wan
Plus
for
thing.
that.
Yeah, we do have Obi-Wan along the same lines, right? And then this Miss Marvel situation. I am already seeing they retconned her origin and stuff, right? I was like, yeah, I think everybody's been retconned in their origin. Everybody gets their powers from cosmic stuff instead of Inhumans, because that was an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, and I don't think we're doing that, right? So at least we can tell. We don't know the full story until we watch the show. So and for those out there that don't know, Katie, have you read Miss Marvel?
I've not read. No.
You've not read,
No.
but you're aware of.
Correct.
So I've read the initial series of it, and it's and I played the Avengers video game because it centered around her. She's a teenager in Jersey City of a Muslim family, right? Which, you know, there's a bunch of stuff you don't normally see in comic books, let alone a Marvel comic book, right? And it's just a great coming of age story, with superpowers. It's kind of goofy and it's kind of fun, and I've enjoyed that. Something like this is coming to more people see something like that, right? Then it's coming out of the book. So yeah.
I'm impressed too because I feel like they're using this to give the origin story. Because she's also going to be in the Marvels. She's going to be in a movie series. Or from what I
is
was
the Marvels is that going to be Captain Marvel 2 more or less?
I think so. She'll appear in Marvels, which is scheduled to hit theaters in February of 2023.
Okay, there you go.
So I feel like it gives. I'm sure they'll do a decent job of you didn't have to go watch the Disney Plus show. If you missed it, you aren't going to be way behind when the movie comes out. But I feel like it just gives that extra backstory that, while not necessary, is often fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Something different, something fun. Chilla, did you put this note in here next to my cloud gaming? Oh wait, no. This is a different story than I had in here.
This is a different story, and I was interested if you gave this a try yet. So I don't stream on my iPad or iPhone, but Microsoft made a bunch of updates to the Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it was targeted at iPhone and iPad, to provide smoother video and less input lag. And
yep.
My interpretation is it must have worked because people are playing. I was surprised to hear people. They're claiming people are playing 35% longer on the platform. So I was wondering, have you seen, smoother, more responsive gameplay recently, or?
I could say in most cases when I put out my phone to play, like I've been playing on the road. Like sitting in the hotel room, and I'll see as little as 2 bars and 5G on my phone, and I'm playing a pretty good game of, Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Z Fighters or something, or Halo. Like it's been more solid, right?
Cool.
And even in browser, I finished War for Wakanda on the cloud here at the studio because I kind of have the best setup here for streaming this stuff, right? Like I still have home. I have the Xbox One plugged straight into the thing, and it gives me problems. But I think that might be more because I have an Xbox One, like original one.
I've
anything.
even noticed in Halo the load times are long, and it's.
I have been impressed though because I did pick up the WWE game last week, and I'm like, I'm stuck here, or I'm going to bed, and I don't want to just sit in the living room, and that's not something that's on the cloud. But I've been doing remote play, and I was sitting in Indianapolis remote playing and played a match on WWE 2K on my Xbox, sitting in my living room here 3 blocks away. That's freaking cool. That's amazing. So, but yeah, the intake is not begun. I don't know if they've updated that, but I'm sure if I'm the more and more I'm planning to update my Xbox in the next 6 months, maybe. So that I'm hoping that'll clear that up. Also I kind of want to have an Xbox here at the studio now, just for, to have
funsies.
like, funsies, but then there's one here for us to, we get like the new WWE game. I don't have to schlep this thing up here to be able to do some streams, right? Is the hopeful idea. But it's time. It's I get more and more the feeling that Xbox is not long for this world, which is wild since I have like 2 360s that are chugging along. So, but I don't know. I just get the vibe. It was secondhand, so I don't know how well it's taken care of. But on that note, Katie,
Yes.
good to have you back.
Yay.
And
Great to be back.
with you bringing toys.
Yes.
Very thankful. I don't know if you noticed, we got some Iron Man in the background. So Chilla is here in spirit with
He's peering over the edge of the couch.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I
it
think
is.
his nose here.
I have the rest of the Avengers in the room back home. Actually, now I have all this room. Maybe I should bring that in. It's a big set from Infinity War that my brother got me from Walmart. That's like the giant stand-up thing for the DVD release. So that's why if you see me from a stream at home, sometimes I got Black Widow Scarlett Johansson peeking over my shoulder. So
Peeky peeky.
yes. At Dudders on the Twitter, and of course you're on the Fishing Without Bait podcast this week.
Yep, I am.
So at Chilla on the tweets.
John Chill on the Facebooks and completely freaked out by chipmunks at 16 speed.
Oh, have fun with that. I want to please tweet me your thoughts on that or put it in the group or something. Okay.
It's creepy.
Wait. Are you putting it on over there?
I had it playing in the background for a second. it just like.
Make sure you listen to Call Me.
That's what's on right now. Yeah.
I think it's the first song on the thing. It's just like it's an hour. It's like one big track, right? So
yep.
Enjoy that or consume that. I have some feelings around it, I suppose. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. You have been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome week. No, the button's not going.
Have an awesome week.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.